Hello, today I would like to speak about the meaningfulness and the deeper sense of pain. When we feel pain, it can have different reasons, right? There is a very obvious pain. For example, I have a wonderful stone here. When you at the beach sit down on a stone or on a rock that has like sorts of tips or tops, very stingy, very hard, very pungent, you might want to change your position, to change the place where you are sitting, right? Because this stone gives you pain in your butt. But this is a very obvious pain. So let's say the reason for this pain is very obvious, right? So it is linked to something that is very logically explained. There is also other pain. We can have emotional pain. When you're suffering from a loss, for example, you feel everything is heavy. You have like a pain that cannot be explained, right? This I would call emotional pain. Both have their sense and both can be eliminated and healed in different ways. Now, what I want to look at today is the meaning of pain in your body that has no obvious link, like I just explained with you sitting on a sharp rock. Pain that, when you look deeper, has a story, and the story has a beginning. So I realized that by feeling into the pain, by going very deep into the cells with my awareness, with my attention, I discover the story, and also I discover its beginning in a way. And I would like to introduce you to my method that I am using, or that I have developed to find that beginning out. So in order to be able to heal that, I will demonstrate that by lying down on the couch. And let's see. I hope that you will hear me, otherwise I will speak it in again in an audio. Okay. First of all, what I like to do is to put my hand on the place where it's hurting. So wherever you feel pain, just place your hands on these places. That helps you to be there with full attention, exactly where you feel the pain. The second step is to let go of tensions and to relax. So I start to relax. I lie on this couch. It's very comfortable. It's important that you are comfortable where you're lying. So it can be in your own bed if you have a very comfortable bed. You feel the softness of it. You feel protected in a way. You like this place, right? You're like, this is a very cozy place. It's important because the whole meaning is that you open up to the truth in yourself, so to what lies beneath the surface. And in order to do that, you have to be able to relax the muscles, relax your brain, and relax everything, every part of your body. Okay? So I close my eyes eventually and I just feel First I go to this place here, to my shoulder. Lately I have been feeling pain here. And it's important that you learn, like in my opinion it's important, it's not personal opinion, that you learn to focus with full attention on this place. While your mind stays quiet, while you don't wander around in your mind thinking about something else, this will not bring up this why of your pain. You will not see it, you will not know it. It cannot say hello to you, right? Because you are with your attention somewhere else. So full attention to this place while you relax deeply. Very often you will already feel something emotional happening. So with me, for example, I feel a sort of sadness coming up. And this is the key. Try to keep, to give this space, this sadness. Don't push it aside. Embrace it and welcome it. And now the key is that you don't make it bigger by feeling sorry for yourself that you have this sadness, by wondering what this sadness could be. So you don't go into the story of it unless you it's brought up from inside. So you just feel the mere emotion, the sadness. It's an energy, right? You know somehow that you feel sad. And what happens often with me already is that my body knows exactly what to do in that moment, and this is breathing into it. I feel that my body starts then to make this, to breathe into this sadness. This is important.
And since my dear neighbor started a tractor right in this moment, I will continue now with my voice coming from backstage. I will go to the next place to explain a bit further, because so far I think you might have learned it already and things are clear, right? If not, please write it in the comments. So the second place is on the belly now. So I feel there now very consciously in my stomach area. And relax. So sometimes it might not happen with everybody, but I have trained my sixth senses very strongly lately. When I do these exercises, this healing work, I often have visuals, like images coming up, images that are either memories or messages. I've learned to not stay with these visuals, because my mind then tends to want to analyze it or to comment on it, to say, okay, this is why. And it wants to start to talk about it in a way. But it does not make the whole flow move anymore. It kind of stays with this visual. And in order to continue to feel the flow and to go to the source of the pain and to have the knowledge about the reason why you have this pain, is to relax your mind and to really only feel. I experienced that this brings me much closer and much faster to the core of the problems. So you can try that for a few minutes now, to really fully and consciously just feel. Like here, for example, it's hard and it feels contracted, and I just try to feel that without commenting without trying to understand, without trying to know what it is. So you let go of the story and just continue to feel. And it's, I know, very challenging to not interrupt this process by going into an interpretation of what you experience. I'm trying to just acknowledge and feel, okay, I feel something open here on the left side, the whole line. I feel something in my bladder happening, starting to flow, starting to relax. There is a movement, some flow. I feel it as flow. So stay with the reality of the events happening that you can feel. Don't go into explanations or interpretations.
Okay. The reason why I'm showing you this example is exactly because of this. Our mind wants to know everything, but we are blocking life stream, the flow of energy and life by grabbing an event happening and starting to analyze it. There is like a stop of flow, right? Because you hold it. In order to just be, ser means be, it's important to continue to practice to let go. So your mind has to be quiet. You're just in the mere presence, and you're just experiencing. You're an experience. You're just feeling. You're just being. That's actually the main reason. Yeah. So if you then are interested, of course, to reflect on the story of it, I don't say this is wrong, and I find it also super, super interesting, and in a way sometimes important for you to learn not to make the same mistakes again, or to learn something about your soul path, about your connection with others. Even though I still feel and know somehow that this is not so important. But we are in a world where we, as I said, we like to share, we like to explain, as I'm doing right now. I'm explaining to you something that I believe is very useful for some of you. So after that, I say, go afterwards into a reflection if you want so. And because of course I have seen things, I've heard some things, and so kind of that there is a shift in me happening from right to left, from more to the left, and this is why here is some tensions in that sense. That can be something for me to acknowledge. So I hope this video is helpful to you, and to round it up, to be able to just be your pure self in the here and now is so important, to start to purely feel and stay present, be here and now, and without being pulled away in your thoughts. With much love and gratitude. And yeah, stay tuned.